From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Good job, D. That's right.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, kill. 47.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
53.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Mahomes pass intended for Damian Williams. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. Switch.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike by 4. I'm coming. Here we go. Go to 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Me and you all day. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Forbath will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline. line, incomplete. The tight end, Blake Bell, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go, 46. It's a party now. It's a party now. Here we go, 47. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First down, Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, and it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61. Matchbox, right.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Easy. Joker.
Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, You kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on second and 8. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check hot route. Hot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Mahomes going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But now it's third and goal.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
26. It was 1 to 54. 1 in. Everybody kill. 26.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Tighten up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark, got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Check 13. Check 13.
go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, it's Elliott. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Check 53. Kill. 47.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1.
Under 10. 10. Sweat. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
Here we go. Check 53 is mine. Pick me up. Here we go.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt